We got some serious shit going on tonight, guys. Some serious shit is going down. And we must fight. We must fight. Look at this shit, man. They've raised $50,000 to build ladders to go over the wall. So I had to counter it. So I said I counter this. Retweet my scope, by the way. Retweet my scope. It's gonna be a funny scope tonight. We're gonna have some fun. So they're building ladders to go over our precious wall. I can't believe it. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. I was like, what do I do, guys? This is insane. How do I counter these ladders that are gonna be built? And I was thinking, how do we stop these ladders? Because they're gonna go over the wall. I said, I think I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something. And I sat and I thought and I conferred with my colleagues in the in our war room, and I said, how do we stop these guys? What's it gonna take to stop these guys from building ladders and bringing these ladders down? It's all out war. It's all out war. And I said, we gotta do something. We have to counter this. We have to counter it. I didn't know what I was gonna do. No, it's slingshots. We don't want to get violent. We don't want to get violent. We don't want to hit nobody. Okay, what can we do? We've got to target these ladders, but we can't hit people. We just got to target the ladders. And I came up with the best idea yet. I said we're going to use catapults. We're going to make catapults and we're going to load them with like rotten watermelons and shit like that. Eggs, fish, anything stinky we can get our hands on. Buckets of paint, whatever. We're just going to launch the catapults at the ladders to drive the horde back. It's going to be like Game of Thrones. So I've started my catapults. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to eat pizza. I'm just going to eat pizza. We're in the age of starting stupid Gofundmes now. So I decided I would join in on the fun. So now I have the catapult Gofundmes. So I'll definitely build one catapult. Definitely. With the rest of the money, like these guys, I don't know what I'll do with it. But I can promise you the catapult will be really funny and we'll test it. So there will be a catapult built. We will build one catapult and we will test it to make sure it's reliable enough to take a ladder down. and yes, we'll put a GoPro onto the catapult. So we will put a GoPro onto the catapult. We'll tape it to one of the watermelons when we launch it, and we'll see what happens. It will be just awesome. It'll be just awesome when it happens. So I'm hoping this thing will go viral, and I'll get to build at least one catapult that will be sturdy and works. Talk about wasting your... What did Zero do this month? Oh, he built a fucking catapult to launch it. He built a catapult to launch at the ladders. Oh man. Oh man, how funny would that be? All of a sudden, fucking dirty fish flying over the wall. I wonder if Border Patrol would get mad at me for doing it. Like, as I come fucking hauling through with a truck with a fucking catapult on the back of it. Then Border Patrol stops me and says, what are you doing? I'm launching dirty fish over the wall, sir. Why? Because they're building ladders, sir. I'm defending my country. How awesome would that be, guys? Oh my gosh. It would be awesome. I gotta find somebody in Arizona that will drive me to the border, though, with the big catapult. So this is gonna take a group effort. I gotta find one of you all that live in Arizona when I come down with my catapult. So I'm gonna get a Georgia license plate for it. It comes there through the desert with a giant catapult with dirty fish. I can get some good New York dirty fish. I think Bronco could probably hook me up with the dirty fish. It's gotta be nice and stanky too. We gotta let the fish sit out for a long time. You don't wanna give them fresh fish. It's gotta be like fucking 60-day-old fish, so that they be all gooey and shit when you launch it out. Call me, yes. I'll need a wide load truck. That's right. How funny would that shit be though? Fucking hauling a big catapult with dirty fish, rotten eggs, and just launching it over the wall. Fucking yes. Best of days are to come yet. I couldn't even believe they started a GoFundMe for ladders though. I was like, really? And then I was like, okay, I'll do one for catapults. So we have the catapult. They will not stop our wall. You know what? They're just salty though. That's what's really what. They're salty because they're mad because we've raised so much money for this wall. The wall is over 10 million. They can't even get over 40 grand. What are they at right now? They're at 49 grand. So they're almost at 50 grand. So now I have to make a $100,000 catapult. I have to outdo their ladder with my $100,000 catapult. Because it'll be funny. It's just for shits and giggles. But it shows how stupid they are, right? This shows how stupid the left is. Where you have to make a dumb catapult GoFundMe to make fun of them. Really. It's not even really about, like, starting a GoFundMe to make profit off it. It's just for the funniness of it, right? I mean, what are the chances anybody would make $100,000 for a fucking stinky fish catapult? Probably not much. But it shows how stupid the left is because they're actually giving money to build wooden ladders to go over the wall. Does that not show? It's like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it's funny. So I had to do it. I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta troll these guys. You know, I feel like the right kind of connected today, and I'm kind of happy. Even the Q people were kind of making me laugh because they were joining in on the trolling. And that's what I like to see from Republicans. Y'all been so serious. Y'all been so serious and so like, you know, oh my God, you know, but this is the first day I've actually seen Republicans be Republicans and troll a little bit and rub some salt in the left's face. That's what it's about, right? It's about having fun and promoting conservatism, and I hadn't seen that in a long time till today. So I'm kind of pleased today. I feel like I've got my old Republican Party back because everything's been so serious, man. Like, oh my gosh. And then today, all of a sudden, all this comes about. Thank you, Trump. He kind of made this all happen. You know, he kind of made all this happen. You know, I'm very happy today. I haven't been happy in a while. But now, today, I'm happy. I love trolling the left, and I feel like I haven't been able to do that. But today I have. Oh gosh, have I trolled the left. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's always good when you get to troll the left. This is what it's all about, folks. But I'm going to build this catapult. By God, I got the design in mind. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great when it happens. So we got the catapult. We're going to get the catapult built. It's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, who doesn't want to build a big fucking catapult? Doesn't that just sound fun? Like, that sounds funner than anything. Like, building a big catapult. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody big kids at heart, but building a big fucking catapult, that'd be some fun shit. And we could put MAGA down the side of it. We could put MAGA down the side of the catapult. And then maybe put the fish inside like a Trump face. So when it flies... Of course they did. Of course they did. So we could put it inside a Trump face. That way when we launch it, the first thing they see coming over the wall is Trump's big face. And then the rotten fish explodes all over him. Oh, how great would that be? Oh my gosh. Fake green cards, launch them over the wall. Fake green cards. Oh man, it's been a good day, guys. It really has. I've enjoyed today. I've enjoyed today. Good times. The Megapult, that's right. Catapult with some pizzazz. Yes. Yes. It's always good to watch these fuckers melt down. What else went on today? Mattis is calling it quits because the neocons can't have their fucking 80-year war. Looks like we're going to pull out of Afghanistan. Right? Yeah, we're going to pull 7,000 troops from Afghanistan. It's the beginning of the withdrawal from there. It looks like we're fully withdrawing from Syria. So it looks like we're withdrawing from there. I mean, how great is that? I mean, do you really want to have a war for the rest of our lives? This war with all these guys started. Listen, I'm older now, right? The war in Afghanistan started on my 22nd birthday. No lie. On my 22nd birthday, the Afghanistan war started. I'm now 20 years older. For 20 years, the Afghanistan war has gone on. 20 years, man. That's my whole, that was my whole, like, when I was young, man, right? If that had started even sooner, it would have been through my childhood. How crazy is that? That is crazy shit. Like, I wasn't even out of fucking college when that started. I wasn't even out of college. and it's crazy, right? It's crazy when you stop and you really think about how long this war has gone on. It's gone on for a decade or more. That's a long time. You know, I mean, my daughter, who is now 20-something years old, has known nothing but a war over there. Her whole life, ever since she was a child, has known nothing but us being at war with this country, protecting this country. I mean, come on. Are we going to stay there forever? Are we going to stay there? What do we get out of it? We don't get anything. We get added on to the deficit. They kill our people. Everybody who's died over there, has been killed by an ally, just about. Everybody over in Afghanistan, just about. It hasn't been the enemy that's killed them. It's been one of the Afghanistan troops that have turned on our troops and killed them. Trump is right to bring them home. Trump is right, man, because that's what they do, man. They don't want us over there. They don't want us over there. And it's time we get the hell out, man. Afghanistan is a losing battle. Anybody that's ever invaded Afghanistan has gone broke trying to defend it. It can't be saved. Afghanistan's a shithole. Afghanistan's a shithole. So isn't Syria. Let Assad do his thing. It's his house, you know. Let him do his own thing. And why should we give a shit about Russia at this point? Who cares? Who cares? Let him have it. There comes a time when you gotta get out of shit, and I think that time has come upon us. You know, there ain't never gonna change. There's always gonna be war over there. The Middle East is just a war. It's all it's ever gonna be. You know, whether, you know, and Israel can defend itself. Israel can defend itself. Plain and simple. If Israel's got a problem, they'll just go at it with somebody. Israel's Israel, right? So, you know, time for, yeah, Afghan in a trash can, man. Yeah. It's like this, right? You know, I think we're smart to pull out now. It's about time we pulled out. You know, it's a losing battle. It really is. I mean, how much money have we? Trillions and trillions of dollars we have wasted. And on that note, let's talk about the two young ladies that were from Scandinavia. Did you guys read that story? I saw the video today, and I will tell you that's absolutely heartbreaking. What I heard in that video, the girl yelling for her mom as these four bastards beheaded her, the son of a bitches. That's what I'm talking about with these Middle Eastern jihadists. And you ain't never going to change these jihadists' minds. They're animals. They're fucking animals. and they are what they are. And the only way to curb a jihadist is to eliminate a jihadist. And when I mean eliminate, I mean you just put them 6 feet under and be done with it. I mean, you don't want to watch the video. You do not want to see that video. It's very heartbreaking. It's very shocking. And it shows the mentality of a jihadist. Absolutely disgusting what they did to her. I mean, absolutely. I don't, if you don't have an iron stomach, or you don't have the mental capacity to handle a video like that, don't watch it. Just don't watch it. It's absolutely heartbreaking. And I feel so bad for the mother. I mean, oh, I couldn't imagine being a mother and having to see that video. And these fucking scumbags, they aired it on Facebook. And over 500,000 people went and watched it. And some of the Muslims were typing Allah Akbar, a lot of them. So they don't care about Western civilization. Don't let these fuckers fool you, because a lot of the moderate Muslims on Facebook were acting like they were celebrating a Super Bowl. You know, you can watch what goes on social media and figure out that we're not very liked in the Western Hemisphere. You know, the West just doesn't get it, though. These European countries don't get it. These people aren't your friends. You know, these people are not your friends. They'll kill you. And, you know, that's what happened to these two girls. Is that they went camping in Morocco, and they met these 4 Muslims. Now, the news is trying to tell you that these Muslims attacked out of nowhere. No, they didn't. It's been proven that these Muslims befriended these 2 girls, and they were all camping in the same area. And when these girls went to bed, that's when they attacked them. And they dragged them out of their tents, and I don't know if they were raped, but in the video she's down to her t-shirt and underwear, so I would imagine they raped her too. But they haven't said anything about that. But she was beheaded live on video, and it was absolutely appalling what they did to her. It was disgusting. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And just the words coming out of the girl's mouth right before they did it was like, you know, she's yelling for her mom, you know. Absolutely, I was in shock. I was like, wow. And that's Islamic. That's Islamic thinking. People don't get it. That's Islamic thinking. That's how they think. They don't see people as human beings. They really don't. They do not see people as human beings. They never will. Especially Westerners. They don't see you as that. They see you as monsters, vile, filthy animals. And I think it's time we got to start looking, you know, at these Islamics as the same way. They're vile. They're vile monsters. And you know, anybody that can do this to a young lady is sick. And the only reason they did it was on behalf of their religion. Where in Catholic today or Christian do you see people getting beheaded? You just don't. They can talk all the shit they want, but you'll never see that. You don't see that shit going on in the Western Hemisphere with religion. You know, and the problem lies is that we're occupying all these lands. It all boils down to the occupation of the Middle East. We got to get out of there. You know, if we leave all of the Middle East, they have no reason to wage jihad. Honestly, they wouldn't have any reason. And then, if they do wage jihad, we can fucking just bomb the shit out of them. No more sending troops in. Launch a fucking drone. Bye. Boom. Done. But it's absolutely crazy that in this day and age that this shit's still going on with these young Muslims, you know. And they were young guys. They were only in their 20s. They weren't even old enough. You know. So the literature and all that's still out there, but Trump is smart to pull out. He's got to. I mean, Syria's a shithole. Afghanistan's a shithole. He might as well pull out of Iraq while he's at it. You know, all of them. You know, Iraq's got plenty of money. You know, if they get out of hand, yeah, we'll just deal with it at that time. But you know, yeah, they do want us all dead. That's right. But like Trump said, come over here and fuck around. You know, and that's the point, man. You fuck with us over here, you better be ready to fucking die over there, is pretty much what Trump said. So, you know, that's the mode Trump's taking. He's giving them what they want, you know. Hey, we'll leave all your countries, but if you fuck with any of our people, you better believe we're coming right back, and it ain't going to be pretty. So I think Trump is smart to do that. It's time to do that. We can't keep fighting this war. Well, Mattis is a neocon, right? You're talking, okay, so I was talking to Megan about this and other people. You talk about today's modern soldier. And I'm not shitting on our troops, don't get me wrong. The only thing that our soldiers know today, our military knows, is long-term combat. Whereas back in Vietnam, World War II, World War I, you had an objective. You would go into a foreign country, you would kick the shit out of them, and then you would go home, right? That's how it worked. Today's modern-day warfare is you go into a country, you occupy it, then you rebuild it, then you police it, and then you never leave. That's modern day combat. Well, they're finding out modern day combat just doesn't work. It's not economically viable. It's not welcome into the country itself. You know, there's no win-win with it. So they have to go back to the old methodology where you go in, you kick the shit out of the country, and you leave. And you leave them fucking broken with nothing, and you just go. And it usually would take them 50 to 60 years to rebuild their shit. But that's the point, you know. We've got to stop rebuilding these countries. We've got to stop rebuilding these countries. It's not cost effective. I say if we have to go in and blow something up and we kick the shit out of it, we leave it the way we blew it up. We leave it the way we went in. We smash it and we leave. Bye. I'm not like everybody else, man. I don't believe war is compassionate, so it shouldn't be. War is fucking brutal. If you get to the point where you got to go to war, you better well commit to destroying some shit and leaving the signs of war where they were. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Don't rebuild their schools, their hospitals. Leave it the way they were, man. Cavemen survived, they'll survive. That's how I see it. If you want to act like a, you know, a warmonger, a dictator, or a warlord, and it takes a Western country to come in and stop you from doing what you're doing, we should bomb the shit out of you and leave you in rubble and then come back home. Yeah, well, he is a globalist. That's the military of today, though. They believe in occupying countries. That's what I'm talking about. It's just their mode of thinking. It's not that they're not patriots. It's not. It's their mode of thinking. All of the higher, you know, hierarchy of the military now feels that way. It's the way they've been trained. Long-term occupation. Some see it as globalism. It's not. It's the way they were trained. They don't know any other way. In order to retrain the whole military, they would have to retrain them and get their thinking retrained where, hey, we're not going in and staying. We're going in doing a job and leaving. That needs to be the mode of thinking with the military again. They've lost that. They think we need to go in, kick their ass, and then rebuild them, police them, hug them, coddle them. That shouldn't be the way the war is, you know. I think that's the problem we've had. And you can thank people like John McCain, Lindsey Graham, and other people like that, because they think that these fucking Muslim countries are our friends and that we should coddle them and rebuild them. And a lot of it lies on a lot of Republicans, you know, that started this whole fucking thing off, if you really want to look at it. You know, Charlie Wilson's war, go ahead and watch it. We spent decades, you know, coddling these third world shitholes because they had some precious minerals or gas or oils, and so we hugged them and coddled them and called them they're our friend, and then they kill us. You know, look what's going on with Saudi Arabia right now. Saudi Arabia is getting ready to stab us in the back too, if anybody hasn't noticed. None of these countries are our friend. They aren't. They use us like we use them. It's all one big, everybody's using everybody. And I think Trump gets that. Trump's seeing it. You know, Trump is, you know, Trump even gets that his own party uses them. That's why Trump doesn't give a shit today. Trump is ready to take John Bolton's resignation. Trump doesn't care what people think. Neocons, you know, he doesn't care. If he's got to take John Bolton's resignation tomorrow morning, he'll take his too. Trump is back, guys. I can tell you that. What I've seen out of Trump today is the Trump of 2016. He's done taking shit. I don't know what the shift was. I don't know exactly what went on with Trump today. But today is the day Trump is at the A game. He is not fucking around. Like, he's like, hey, go ahead, resign. See ya, fucking bye. And I think you may see John Bolton go next. I think there's a good chance of John Bolton taking a hike. Because Trump ain't fucking around. He doesn't want any of that neocon shit. And the dinosaurs don't like it. The dinosaurs do not like that he is trying to pull back the rope on all these neocons that want this globalistic shithole that we keep filling their, you know, pockets with cash. Can we launch Paul Ryan from the Catapult? He's gone anyway. He's retiring. Paul Ryan's on his last week. Paul Ryan fucked this country up and now he's quitting. That's all Paul Ryan did. Good fucking riddance to him. He's another one. You know, that fucking guy, absolutely fucking useless. You know, the Paul Ryans and the Flakes and all these guys. There's still a lot more that need to get out of office too. There's still a lot more that need to go. It's going to take a lot of cleaning out. People think that it's just Trump can do it by himself. A lot of these people need to be voted out. They're bad, bad people. And we should clean out our side before we clean out the Democrat side, because we still have a lot of neocons. We had 8 of them show themselves today. 8 Republicans showed their fangs against Trump today. Remember, I told you, Trump has enemies that you guys don't know or see. And 8 of them showed their face today by voting against what Trump wanted. I'm going to get those 8 names later, and I'm going to post every name there was that voted no against what Trump wanted today. But he had 8. Now, remember what I said for impeachment. If they wanted to impeach him, they need 13. There's 8 that are trying to fuck him right now. 8 senators are trying to fuck Trump. Remember that. 8 senators are trying to fuck Trump. You got to watch it, man. I'm telling you. That's why I keep saying Trump's like Caesar. Trump is like Caesar. His own people will fucking try to take him down. His own people try to take him down. That's what you got to look out for. It's not the left you got to look out for, man. It's the right. It's the wolves on the right. The little wolves that are running in a pack. And they're colluding and they're, you know, they're being shisty. But we're gonna figure all them out. By the end of the weekend, I will have all 8 names. I got to go through the vote counts and everything. It doesn't matter. I'm going to release all their names at once. But you 8 little bastards, you'll be known. You'll be on a list of who's leaving. Next election, you're fucking out of here. That's what we got to do, though. We gotta find these Republicans that are against Trump. We need to first isolate them. Isolate these anti-Trump Republicans. Isolate them and remove them. Flake is one of them. We already know he voted against Trump. He's been voting against Trump with everything. So that's what we need to do. We need to isolate the Republicans that are against Trump and then get them out. Rubio, he's another one. You know, we need to isolate them. Rubio only joined Trump for as long as his re-election occurred. Rubio is that way. Rubio did what he had to do to get re-elected and then turned his back on Trump as soon as he knew he was safe. That's what goes on with these boys. They support and then, oh, fuck you. Yeah, we're on to you. We're on to you. We ain't dumb, but we need to get them out. We can't be dumb over and over again. When we isolate these guys that are anti-Trump or anti-conservative, we need to isolate them and get them out. And if Graham is one of them, as much as I love the old dub, gotta go, bro. You gotta go. You're bad news to the party. That's why I put that warning out to Mitch. Some people didn't like it, but that warning I put out to Mitch was fund the wall, do your job, or you'll be gone too. That's the point I'm making here. That's why I always tell Republicans, man, you got to go at these guys. You got to be harder on your own party than you are on the left. That's the only way we're ever going to get shit done, man. Unless we go at it hard to our own party, we won't get shit done. It's not about unity. It's not about... It's about getting shit done. If you're twice as hard on your own party, you'll get shit done. I got why Ann Coulter did it. A lot of people are shitting on Ann Coulter, but I get why she did it, man. Ann Coulter did it because she knew that if she pushed Trump hard enough, he would do what she wanted. That was smart thinking. That was smart thinking. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I got some things to do. But I will be back on. But I get why Ann Coulter did it. I'll be back on tomorrow at 10 a.m. I got some things to do. But I'll be back. Peace.